Alright, welcome back to the Average Joes. If you haven't seen it yet, Brendan did an awesome recap video of his top 10 brook trout lures. So check that out, it's right here. So I'm going to go in depth on 5 brook trout lures that may not be your typical bunch. And these 5 are ones that I won't leave without. I necessarily may not use them all the time, but I'm definitely not going to leave home without them, because there's certain applications where these lures will outperform the classic ones. And we're going to get in depth on that right now. So the first one I'm not going to leave home without is a jig. So something like this here, jig, about a 1/4 ounce jig with paddle tail, or maybe tipped with a gulp minnow or something. This jig will outperform in certain circumstances. So maybe when the trout are on a crayfish bite or something and they're really tight to bottom, or they're on drop-offs, this jig, you cast that out there, let it sink to bottom, and just a nice steady retrieve, maybe pop it every now and again, they're gonna smash this jig. Really good jig. I'm never gonna leave home without just a couple of these. You know, I'm not gonna fill my tackle box, but I'm gonna throw 2 or 3 of these in my tackle box before I go, and these are some awesome lures. So number 2, I'm never gonna leave home without a crankbait or a deep diver like this one. So later in the season, when trout start to go deeper, we're talking mid-June, July, and August, the trout are going to be about 15 feet to 25 feet down, and they're going to be below that thermocline. So in the summer, the thermocline will be anywhere from 12 to 15 feet down, and a deep diver is going to get you down, so you don't necessarily have to put sinkers on and really load up your rod, and you can't feel the action of the spoon or whatever you may be using. A deep diver will get you down there, you'll feel the action of the lure kicking, and this will draw in a lot of bites. It's also good for lake trout early season. So if you're going early May, lake trout may be 20 feet down, you know, maybe right up in shallow on rocks. If you're looking for an all-round really good lure for lake trout and brook trout, a deep diver like this will be the ticket. Here's another really good one. So I've only seen this lure used actually only a couple times, but it works really well, and that's a Big O. So it might be surprising to you guys that I'm actually pulling out a lot of bass lures, but a Big O, I'm telling you, in the right circumstance, this can be a killer. So I'm never gonna leave home. I'm gonna throw one of these in my tackle box, and when the spoons and stuff aren't working, nice rattle in this, and that might draw out some aggressive bites. So Brendan talked about the Hildebrandt being one of his go-to trolling lures, but for me, I'm not going without one of these bad boys. This is a lake clear wobbler. So the same technique Brendan used, where you trail, you know, 18 inches of line, a long string hook, and a dew worm. The only difference between a Hildebrandt and this is one great big flasher spoon. The Hildebrandt's kind of a more subtle presentation, I guess. This thing's going to put a lot of thump in the water, and it's going to be a lot of big flash, and actually works awesome for lake trout too. On!
You caught one?
Yeah, he's on. Good one. Good big head shakes. Stay low. Feels like a good one, bud. Staying low. It's coming in fast now.
Bring him over this way.
That's a big one. Big lake trout.
That is a big one. Bring him over this way. Just take your time.
Oh! Yes!
There you go, bud.
Great big lake trout on a worm! I got him on a worm!
Gotta be.
Oh! He just drilled it! Lake clear wobbler, silver and orange! What a worm! That's a big one!
That's a nice one, yeah.
We're like in here,
20
probably.
incher, yeah.
I got him on a worm! I'm so pumped! I'm like freaking hysterical!
Nice thing about the water this time of year is it's all cold, so you can just give that trout a second. He can relax, you know, catch his wind. Lyle can pick him up for a couple pictures.
He drilled it.
Yeah.
I'm just paddling nice and easy. Brendan said, here, you paddle for a minute. I'm gonna reel in and switch up. We're gonna go back to where we caught the two earlier. And okay, so I'm paddling, all of a sudden I feel dunk dunk.
and I'm paddling, I kind of put the paddle down, set the hook, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a nice fish, whatever it is. Oh, come on, you. Come on, you. I'll show everybody on the Average Joes. Look at that lake trout, nice, beautiful fish. Yeah, gorgeous. Wow. Finally made up my mind. I'm gonna let it go.
Nice and cold, so they last here in the net, no problem.
Oh yeah,
he's ready to go.
He's ready to go.
Hold him up one last time and then
One last time, yep.
give it a little release. Gorgeous, natural.
All natural, yeah.
Lake trout. No stock in here. Beauty, bud.
Beauty. Wait for him to kick for me. Look at the colors they have on the back and the face.
Ready?
There he goes.
Good job,
Awesome.
buddy.
Fish line!
I was trolling around one of these bad boys. I actually think it was the orange and silver. And I actually caught a nice about 20-inch lake trout, so never gonna leave home. They're nice, lightweight. They throw in your tackle box real easy. They are a little bit expensive. I think they're about $12 for one. A little expensive, but they do work really well. Nice thing too that you can do is you can run about a little bit heavier line, say 12-pound test to your main line, and then you can run 8-pound test off the back. Then if you hook bottom or something, it'll snap this section off first before your main line, and you'll still bring back your flasher spoon. Another really awesome bait is this Fire Tiger jerk bait. There's one. Ooh, lost him. All I've got on is just a Fire Tiger little 3-inch jerk bait. And if we didn't come in to check out this little gravel bar, I wouldn't have seen that one. There's one. Nice one.
I guess it's worth the bushwhack getting in here.
Yeah, definitely worth the bushwhack getting in here. But, oh, this is another beauty. This is a big one.
Look at the colors.
I know, big fall colors. This is what we wanted. When I came in here, I said to Dad, I want one nice purple. And we've been getting them. They've been some really nice fish.
Oh! Oh! Lyle, he's peeling line already.
Good.
Get him in the water.
Beauty.
Now the reason this can be so good is in the fall. So when the brook trout are staging to spawn, they could push in shallow, or they could be right on the edge of their spawning grounds, and they're getting in the mode of protecting their beds. And this little Fire Tiger looks like a little juvenile perch going in and trying to disrupt their bed and eat their eggs. And I'm telling you, this little Fire Tiger crankbait, or jerkbait, sorry. And yeah, I'm definitely throwing this guy in before I go anywhere. So that was 5, pretty quick there. I'm gonna go in, do a couple more actually. So you'll see in the same video of that jerkbait, the Fire Tiger jerkbait, my dad was actually using this guy. So it's got a lot of flash on the bill. Looks like a perch kind of, or maybe a shiner. And in the fall, if the trout aren't real shallow yet, maybe they're in that 8 to 10 foot range, you retrieve this guy fairly quick, faster than you normally would, and it draws out a lot of aggressive bites. So yeah, those are kind of my top 5 plus an extra one. Hope you liked it. Leave a comment down below what you guys generally use for a brook trout. I know there's a lot of different baits out there, and yeah, these are just a few that we use, but we'd be interested to know what other people use and how you catch them, and it's a pretty neat fish to go for. They're definitely very rewarding, so leave a like, leave a comment, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned to the next one.